Welcome back. We want to take you to breaking news now because as people in Texas are still reeling from the horrible flooding, a separate incident is unfolding just along the border. The U.S. Customs and Border Patrol announced earlier today that there was an active shooter incident in the Rio Grande Valley. CBS News correspondent Shanelle Kaul has been following the story since it first broke. Shanelle, what do we know so far about this?
Well, this is a developing story taking place in McAllen, Texas this hour. We can tell you CBP officers there were targeted in what's being called an ambush-style attack. Just getting some new information into our newsroom just a couple of moments ago, so I'll read you what we have. This coming to us from a press conference with McAllen Police Chief Victor Rodriguez. So this police chief now saying that this happened a little after 6 a.m. this morning. The suspect attacked CBP building shortly after 6 o'clock this morning. Agents then, Mugo, returned fire and the suspect was killed. At this point, we know no federal officers were shot. Not sure how many rounds that were fired by the suspect in this case. They said, quote, many dozens of rounds fired by the suspect towards the building and towards agents in that building. We're also told, Mugo, the suspect had more weapons, more ammunition, and at this point, FBI will be taking the lead. As for what's happening locally there, vehicular traffic to the airport has been shut down and unclear at this point, obviously early stages of the investigation, what could have motivated this person to attack those CBP officers. Also not sure, Mugo, if anyone else may have been involved in this attack. The suspect in this case has been identified by local police as Ryan Lewis Mosqueda, a 27-year-old person. He's a known address in Michigan and arrived in Texas, police say, with a Michigan-tagged vehicle. Was reported missing earlier this morning at around 4 o'clock. And this person also, we're told by local police, does not have a criminal record. Now, as for the person who was injured, the officer involved in this incident, we're told this person's name is Ismael Garcia. This is a 10-year veteran on the McAllen Police Force. And we're told that Garcia responded to the scene and was struck in the knee by a round of shots. They are now recovering in a hospital. We're told that he will be fine. The suspect's vehicle that I talked about, they say that the car had spray paint on it, possibly some Latin lettering. Police don't know at this point what that lettering means or if it has any connection to this specific incident. We are notably told the vehicle had some weaponry, some ammunition, but no explosives. I also want to tell you, Mugo, a bit about where all of this happened. I mentioned McAllen, Texas. According to the U.S. Customs and Border Protection website, this site, Mugo, is one of 9 Border Patrol sectors that are found along the southwest border. Take a look at this map. You'll see the website says, quote, the sector has 6 locations located on the border, 2 stations that staff strategically placed traffic checkpoints, and 1 coastal station responsible for backup of the checkpoints and marine operations, of course, in the Gulf of Mexico. The Rio Grande Valley sector operates 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and is committed to, quote, protecting our nation's borders. So still a lot of questions about exactly how this happened, what the motive may have been for this, again, ambush-style attack is how police are explaining this. I'll also note that there are 3, according to DHS, 3 officers who were injured. 2 were federal officers, so CBP officers, and 1 was a local police officer who I mentioned was shot in the knee. Police say that person is now in stable condition and is expected to survive. So still a very developing story, waiting to get more details. Want to also note this incident, Mugo, follows another shooting that happened outside a Texas detention center, this one in Alvarado, Texas, on Friday.
Wow. Very detailed reporting there, an update from you, Shanelle. So we really appreciate you getting that to us, especially because that breaking news had just come to us shortly after. So appreciate your time today.